Hey guys, I'm Jen Banks with Banks Canine Solutions. I'm a dog trainer located in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, and this is my weekly dog training Q&A where you can go on my Facebook page and type in questions in the pinned post in the top, and every week on Thursdays at noon I'll post my answers to them. So I'm going to get right into it with the first question, which is more or less, can you teach an old dog new tricks? So this family has been fostering a 5-year-old beagle for about a month, and he's not 100% housebroken, so he's having some accidents in the house. That sounds like he's not very good on leash as well. So basically, yes is the short answer. You can definitely teach new behaviors at any age. The only thing you need to understand is that the longer a habit has been going on, the longer it takes to break, which is why it's easier to housebreak a puppy than a 5-year-old dog, because the puppy has much more limited experience than the 5-year-old dog. So persistence and patience is really important when you're looking to alter a behavior that's been around for a long time. So I would treat him like a puppy. I would have him on leash with me all the time so that if he has an accident, I can catch him just like you're doing. And you could tell him no. I'd be careful about scolding him for going to the bathroom until he has a better understanding about where he's supposed to go. So if he has an accident in front of you, my approach is, what are you doing? And like rush them outside, and they're already on leash, so I can usually move them pretty easily. If you're praising him for going to the bathroom outside, it has to happen like in the moment, like as he's finishing, you're feeding or praising him or whatever. And anytime he can't be on leash with you, especially if you think he has to go and he hasn't, he should be in the crate. So 100% management with this dog until he has a better understanding of where he's supposed to go and where he's not supposed to go. Any accident he has in the house when you're not paying attention is just reaffirming his belief that he can just go wherever he wants. And if he's not crate trained, that's another big area that you should be focusing on. And if he's having accidents in the crate, let me know. All right. So next question. We got another beagle mix. It's the week of beagles. Have a dog who will do anything for food and picks up new tricks and learns behaviors pretty quickly. Our continuing issue is her having self-control when meeting people, other dogs, or going out and about. So any suggestions on how to help her gain self-control? And it looks like it doesn't say how old she is. A year and a half next month. Sorry about that. So a year and a half next month, that's an adult dog. We should expect quite a bit from them. So where I start everything is in the house. So if she's not under control when greeting the people who live in the house, you need to start there. Really what you need to do is have a way of telling her no. So if she's jumping on people or just acting overly excited, there are a few different things you can try. It's probably ignoring her hasn't worked. I'm big on using a squirt bottle for correcting behavior. If a dog is jumping on me, I've got my squirt bottle right here. I'd say no, and I'd squirt them with it. So until she can behave the way you want in the house with the people she sees every day, she shouldn't even be meeting strangers. Because if she's practicing every day, seeing the people in her house and getting overly excited, then when she sees a stranger, and it sounds like she really likes people, she's going to be over the top because she sees strangers even less, which means they're more exciting than the people that she sees every day. So starting there and getting everyone who lives in the house on board with that, and then managing the situation when you have visitors come in the house by first crating her so that she's not meeting people at the door and being super excited. And once she's calm in the crate, I bring the dog out on leash, and it's zero interaction until the dog is calm. So that a lot of that is on the people and telling people you need to ignore my dog basically until she gets a little bit more under control, and I'll tell her when she can go say hi to you. And that's really a lot of training. That's what people hire me to show them how to do, because it's a pretty complex thing to teach, especially if you're not quite sure how to stop a behavior. That situation is different. Navigating it is different for every dog. And if I can't get my dog's attention in the house and in my yard, I am not going on walks, right? Because think of working in the house like being in kindergarten. That's kind of the level you're at. And you need to past kindergarten before you move on to first grade, which would be maybe in the yard. And there's a lot of different things you want to do in the yard before you can graduate to walking around your neighborhood. So have a training approach that way, where you're teaching her a little bit of self-control in easier situations before putting her in really challenging situations. And then final question. Started working with touch to a target, and I feel like I'm not getting the drive part that I want. All the pups pick up what to do and enjoy doing it, but I'm not getting that quick back to the target. Any suggestions? So this sounds like she's having dogs touch their nose to a target. It might be that you're not rewarding enough, so you might want to lower your criteria. A lot of times when you're shaping a behavior, you get stuck in, okay, I got this much yesterday, so I need to get this much more today. I will often go back to accepting like very minimal criteria from the dog. So they look at it and like click and treat or yes and treat or whatever you're doing. So try playing around with feeding them a lot more for effort and ending your sessions a lot sooner. So I don't know how long your sessions are, but I find with shaping, at least with my dogs, I do like 5 or 10 repetitions, and then I take a break and maybe do it again later in the day. So find a lot more to reward, even if it's less than what you want, and reward intention more than behavior. So if they're kind of like, hey, I'm going to go over here, even if they don't touch it, I would reward that intention and work from there. I hope you find that helpful. And I'd love to see video of that, because I follow your page. So if you post video, I would definitely watch it. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for my dog training Q&A. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon.